Yeah, Gilgamesh has already been buffed. This is the season pass card. It just came out a little over a week ago. Apparently the numbers were just not doing what they wanted from a gameplay standpoint, perhaps from a people buying the season pass standpoint. So Gilgamesh has received a really, I think, significant +2 power buff. And that's so significant because when you look at other 5 drops in the game, a 5/9 is a really nice premium stat line, right? This is really putting Gilgamesh at that top level, and he still has the potential to scale. But like sometimes playing a base 5/9 is reasonable, and then in a deck like this one, a Zoo deck where you've got the Blue Marvel and the Khazar to buff tons of cards, Gilgamesh now coming out as a 5/18, 5/19, 5/20 range, absolutely possible. And a 5/20 is just completely nuts. That is absolutely enormous comparative. That's bigger than pretty much all 6 drops as well. On top of that, this deck also got a nice buff to Shanna. This card has been all over the place. This card actually started out as a 4/2, if you remember, and then it went to a 4/4, and then it went to a 3/2, and now it's up to 3/4, which again is a really nice stat output, because on average you're kind of getting 3 2-power cards with the 1-drops. That makes this a total output of like 310 that also fuels your Khazar, Blue Marvel, Mockingbird, Gilgamesh, etc. So a really nice kind of base now for this deck. And I had a good run with this one, man. I went 10-5. That's a 67% win rate, which for a Zoo deck actually felt really nice. I will say, like, the Gilgamesh, I think people know it's coming at this stage. Like today, it just got buffed. They see me playing a Zoo deck. They know the Gilgamesh is coming. It just caused a ton of retreats. So, you lay down such a nice baseline of power. Opponents know you have that big Gilgamesh waiting. It's almost like a Red Hulk. Like they just know this monster threat is coming. They don't know, but they sense it anyway. They predict it. And they kind of hightail it before you get those big cube gains late. So you might have to snap early with this one if you want to climb a bunch, just because I think otherwise the cubes might come few and far between with some of those retreats that this deck tends to force. But I don't know, man, this might finally have been the pair of buffs that this kind of deck needed to actually make it into the meta. I know last week when we played Gilgamesh, I said, yeah, this is good, it's cool, but it didn't really feel like Zoo was going to get there. I have a little bit more faith now that this deck might just be putting out the numbers necessary to make the cut. Of course, we still need way more data. This is just day one with these changes, but to me, it felt like it packed a lot more punch, particularly when some other cards got nerfed, Professor X package, Hella package. As that all starts to settle and shift, I could see this one getting there, but stay tuned, keep an eye out, hear what people are saying over the next few days, whether or not these buffs made the difference. But I am certainly more hopeful than I have ever been before, especially because Gilgamesh is just such a ridiculously big card so many times now. Space Throne, huh? A little tough for Squirrel Girl. Yeah, I think we're gonna sit on you for a minute, Squirrel Girl. Could be a good oh my god. Now I do have the Jeff and Blue Marvel advantage as well now, it looks like. So Space Throne actually looks pretty favorable to us. They're playing their Jeff early. They're kind of showing their hand. I can't blame them. It's on curve, right? If you have the on curve play for it, I think you take it. That makes sense to me. Yeah, White Widow of course helps them complete Mojo World, but they're not gonna have any trouble completing it anyway. So let's just get it down to prevent them from getting good power here. They're gonna play 1/2. It's one of the most Reality Stone. Okay. Oh! This game is so stupid. It's gonna be Blue Marvel plus Gilgamesh for me, right? So I just play the Jeff now to tie so the Blue Marvel can take the lead, and then we're good to go. Don't goblin me. Okay, that's fine. Don't goblin me, bro. This might unfortunately force the retreat, but I need to do it in this order to make the Gilgamesh big, obviously. Although, I don't know, if you really wanted to play for cubes, you could probably argue the Gilgamesh first and then the Blue Marvel, right? I don't think that's a crazy notion. Surely they won't play this out, will they? Do they have a way to win? Some kind of nope. Dude, I just dude, I never get to see the Gilgamesh. I always, dude, how many times in this video am I going to play a Gilgamesh that doesn't go off? At least 4 or 5, I bet. This is wild. Dude, is Mojo World the featured location? I feel like I've seen it literally 100 times today. All right, Nebula mid's fine. People kind of want to play cards to Mojo World, right? So I don't think we want Nebula there. Ooh, double Mojo World would be honestly pretty good for us. We're like really good at Mojo World. Nico Demon would be great if we had Squirrel, maybe arguably Jeff. Used to be really good with Shanna. I mean, it's still okay. It's not bad. It's like kind of the same as the +2 buff for Shanna. Although it does sort of feed into Kazar a little bit. You know, it's kind of like a +3 buff if you also have Kazar. Just not the right time right now. Ravona plus Hood, huh? Some kind of garbage going on here. Bar with no name. Oh my god. Boy, that makes Shanna a little bit of a liability. Could maybe just go for like, you know, Kazar ×2 plus Blue Marvel. I kind of want my big cards though. I kind of want Mockingbird and Gilgamesh, right? Yeah, I don't know, Shanna. I mean, if it hit the Hood, we'd be happy, right? What are the odds we snipe the Hood right? Pretty unlikely. Oh, oh, oh! They got Sunspot though. They got Sunspot. Can they not float any energy, dude? It's like the Red Hulk challenge all of a sudden, dude. Can we gotta get 4 cards here. We're like already ahead, so yeah, this should be fine. The problem is if I don't get 4 cards in both, I'm not gonna win a tiebreaker. Because they'll have the bigger tiebreaker, obviously, right? Like if they win 100-1, they're gonna have the bigger tiebreaker. Oh my god, dude! This man is a legend. This man is a man among men's. So now I can play Squirrel Girl and just try to beat them on stats, right? Like, is Gilgamesh big enough? Well, I don't have to worry about Annihilus. They'd be an insane to Annihilus. We win left for sure. We already had 9-5. Kazar mid. Nebula's gonna go to 4. Am I better off with Blue Marvel now and Squirrel Girl Gilgamesh next turn? Probably, right? Because it's extra buffs. Yeah. It's just extra buffs, right? Like, we have to be able to hit 17. Gilgamesh is enormous, dude. Yeah, for sure we're gonna hit 17. Also, the opponent is passing. Are they accidentally... Wait a minute. Have they created a problem here? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Have they created a problem here? If they pass for 6, I'm only gonna have 3 power right. But I don't even need it, right? Because we're gonna win mid, we think, 100%. Because Gilgamesh is gonna be +8. He's gonna be 17 power. I mean, they're literally just at 17 right now, so it kind of doesn't matter. But also, do they have to spend energy right? This game is so weird, dude. This game is so weird, dude. I never get to see Gilgamesh go off. You guys are gonna see like 10 games in this video where I play Gilgamesh into the opponent retreating. It never goes off. They always know it's coming, and they know they can't win. Yeah, Squirrel Girl's totally fine. I think with Dazzler Kazar, we're not at all worried about committing to these bodies on board. It's kind of the point of the deck anyway. Kiln is chill. Yeah, Kiln, Dazzler Shanna, actually. Yeah, I like it. We can come in with Kazar later. Shanna dumps a ton of power. As a 4 now, dude, what's her, like, average power output? I mean, really, I think you average 2 power for 1-drops, right? So... she's 73 1-drops. That's 6. This kind of makes Shanna a 310 if you think about it, right? Which is nuts. Obviously, it's more complicated than that. It's inconsistent. It's, you know, it's spread power, which can be good or bad depending on the situation, obviously, but kind of interesting to think about. Ooh, I like this Gilgamesh. There might be a world where we just put the Gilgamesh as the 3rd card left. I mean, is the opponent really gonna be able to fill with Mojo and all this stuff? Like, they got a lot of work to do. In other words, play a Kazar here on 4, play, you know, maybe hopefully a Blue Marvel on 5, that sort of thing. Yondu is great. Killed the Echo, Iceman. The Jean Grey is turned off by the Echo. My God, what a disruptive Shanna, dude. I have never seen a Shanna that disruptive. All 3 cards screwed with him in some way. Yondu destroying a card. Speaking of which, yeah, it was, oh, the Echo. Yeah, the Echo got destroyed. Iceman making one more expensive, might throw their curve off. And the Jean Grey getting wrecked by the Echo, dude. That's wild. So, yeah, I think it's like we said, Kazar right, Blue Marvel right, Gilgamesh left. But the opponent is done. That Shanna was just too good. Not only a 310, but a 310 that ruins half their deck. Jeez, this was a perfect curve, though, dude. Yeah, I mean, you can go left. That's totally fine. Let's see what burns here. Dazzler, Sia, no, don't need you anyway. We need Squirrel Girl or Shanna for this Blue Marvel Gilgamesh, 100%. I didn't even see what I got of theirs, man. What did I get? What did I destroy? I still don't know. What was it? What was the card I destroyed? Thor, Jane, okay. One is ranked 2000, by the way, pretty high. Shanna's beautiful, that's great. Yonai's not perfect for Shanna, and it does potentially hurt the Gilgamesh as well, but in every other way, we're happy to see Shanna. Oh my God, Kamartaj Shanna? No, it can't be right, can it? I don't actually hate it, but I think we're too early for it. I don't even hate Shanna left either, though, to be honest. It still gives you a pretty good Kazar. Like, you can still buff this via Blue Marvel. It's actually quite a bit of power because Shanna feels big now. You know, you've got like 5, 9, 11, 2 on average is kind of 13. We know the opponent's at least got a 0 there. And then you go to 17 with Blue Marvel. Like, that's pretty good. If I hit a Kazar in particular, it's really good, I think. Celine on the Squirrel is fine. That's okay. Ah, hits the White Widow, no problem. That's, again, pretty small body there, ultimately. Yeah, this is not good, though. Yeah, this is no good. I guess we'll go Blue Marvel Gilgamesh, but this is just no good. Gilgamesh, right. I mean, we think wins easy, right? Because Kamartaj is going to be really nice. Sadly, though, Ant-Man and White Widow are not going to count. Blue Marvel will not push them high enough, sadly. Nocturne might also turn off the Kamartaj. But, I mean, we have to do this first anyway. There might be a world, by the way, where Gilgamesh mid makes more sense. We'll see. White Hot Root. Namora. Oh, spicy. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's pretty nuts with Kamartaj. I mean, mid's, we think, gone for us anyway, so that's not really my biggest concern. I mean, it's definitely this. Can't play Nico first for the extra buff because she will destroy the Gilgamesh. I mean, we do look a little exposed left, but not totally, right? Like the fact that they have an extra card there, I think probably helps us a lot. Gilgamesh up to 20. That's got to be enough, right? There's no like Odin stuff. Rocket is big. What's this next card? No way it's enough. It's just not possible. Yeah, it's just... I like their list though, dude. The Thor, Guardians, Namora, they stuffed it all in here, didn't they? Pretty cool though.
Victory.
The Gilgamesh carry gets there. Squirrel Girl early. Yeah, I think it's okay actually. We have Blue Marvel and Gilgamesh, which means we can buff that baseline of power nicely, and we can also, you know, spike up the Gilgamesh if needed. Gilgamesh cloning vats is especially crazy because you can double it up. If I hit a Kazar on 4, oh well, we can't play the Gilgamesh on 5 because of Avengers Compound. Never mind, that's fine. Cloning vats probably not helpful for us then. I think cloning vats White Widow is pretty cool though. Mockingbird also insane in cloning bats. I think I just like this better, don't I? This does make this cheaper, I will say. This makes the Mockingbird go to 2 next turn, which also makes the White Widow 2 next turn. So I can play both of those next turn, like White Widow right and Mockingbird mid. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know why I didn't play the Nebula. Guess, I don't know. I think I need the space is what I'm gonna pretend, but I just forgot. we're gonna pretend, but I promise you I forgot. There is the Kazar, but like we said, I think the Blue Marvel line's just gonna be better. The Mockingbird will cost 1 or even 0 on 6, so we can use that alongside Gilgamesh for a pretty big power spike. We might even also have the Nebula to play too, or an Ant-Man if it's better. Oh, Murder World. Okay, but that does open up that Cloning Vats to Gilgamesh line we wanted, but unfortunately we just filled up, obviously, so. Oh, Mockingbird's 1. I thought this one was gonna make it 0, but that's our first Mockingbird, so there you go. It's Gilgamesh Mockingbird, actually, is what I meant to say. Yeah, it's gotta be Blue Marvel. Gilgamesh Mockingbird. That's really strong. Now the opponent, they can still move, right? This is the, yeah, this isn't say that's a second Nocturne. Bifrost, sure. Hopefully this didn't account for a Blue Marvel. Ah, Sandman. Well, no Mockingbird, but Gilgamesh is still insane, so that's fine. So we're winning mid. I think we always win left here with Gilgamesh. We're winning right, which at least creates some friction, right? That forces them to do something. Although, I guess, like a Doctor Doom would be pretty sweet. Victory. Dude, the only problem with playing Gilgamesh decks is we always, people always retreat early because we're always ahead from our tempo Izu start. In this case, in particular, the White Widows were kind of insane. How big was Gilgamesh going to be here? We got 4, 6, 7. So a 5, 16. Pretty nuts, man. Okay, Nico, do we want to take the Destroy? I don't really think drawing 2 is that valuable for us, honestly. If I had a great target to destroy, it might be, but Jeff and Nebula don't seem perfect. Like a Squirrel Girl, for instance, would be kind of perfect. Rickety Bridge is tough for us now. That's harder. Maybe we'll get the Transform from Nico. That would be cool. We just, you know, we value bodies on board so much that I think we want to turn that off. Invisible Woman, Wasp, and Ant-Man. Like Patriot stuff? Ooh, I like this. This lets me kind of turn this off later and still benefit from the Shanna. Very cool. It's not very good for Gilgamesh, for the record, but everybody else, it's pretty cool. 2x, okay. I mean, this is quite a little combo dump we got going here. Something they got an Invisible Woman. Well, so do we. This is Blue Marvel, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's okay, man. How do I win left, though? Like, Mockingbird's just not that good. Dazzler will be decent, I guess. We never got what we needed. Mockingbird's bigger than Dazzler, so I mean, I guess we can try this. It sure doesn't look very good, but you have to imagine whatever kind of combo they're planning for Invisible Woman is a more significant combo than ours. It might just be a zoo deck, though, to be honest. Let's see. They put the squirrel itself mid. That's interesting. This is the highest power. Patriot. That explains it. Okay. Oh, Super Scroll's a bit of a pickle here, guys. Why does it feel like the opponent played 1,000 times more cards than I did? It feels like they played so much more. Oh, that Echo would have been so clutch! Their Blue Marvel doesn't help them too much. It does, yeah. Oh, whoa. These didn't get destroyed because of, bro, these didn't get destroyed because these are end of game effects. Dang, dude. Didn't matter anyway because Claw was going to clean that up. But kind of an interesting interaction to think about. Tied right, by the way. Oh, if we just got a better one drop. And this is an okay one. It's not a complaint, but or if we'd revealed first, Echo would have absolutely murdered their entire freaking play here. All 3 of those cards would have been just completely murdered. Okay, Ant-Man loves Mojo World. Yeah, but we like Nebula first, don't we? They want to play cards in Mojo World, so we'll play elsewhere. Shauna's good too. Oh my god, this is my second straight Rickety Bridge game in the second position with freaking Nebula there. 2 straight games. Exact same position, exact same card. That is nuts. Actually insane. Shauna will probably play right. It puts me at 3 cards left already, which is kind of scary. Like Squirrel Girl and Shauna together is usually a bit of a you know, downside. Oh my god. I played an Invisible Woman deck where they played Invisible Woman left on a riggedy. Are you kidding me, dude? I'm having some crazy deja vu right now. Absolutely crazy deja vu. I will say Gilgamesh left looks pretty good for this Mojo world because we can like power spike that late with these small cards and put like Khazar right. That does mean like turn 6, I'm really not doing anything though. I mean, we could save the Gilgamesh for 6, I guess, but you know what I mean? Like, we're out of space. Spider Ham hits what? Claw. This is the exact same deck I just played. Claw, Invisible Woman, Patriot. I'm having some crazy freaking deja vu right now, dude. It was Rickety Bridge, Invisible Woman left, Claw, Patriot. I'm going crazy. I got the exact same matchup. Different side locations, yes. You know, different outcome for me, but absolutely bonkers. Now, we learned last time that Invisible Woman here, if they play like a Squirrel Girl or a Shanna behind this or whatever, and the squirrel reveals at the end of the game, then the Rickety Bridge will have already gone off, and that card will survive. Now, the good news is, I guess, we don't have to worry about a Claw, I suppose. Now, we didn't hit a Blue Marvel, so I think we're okay to play like Mockingbird right here just to get big. This Nocturne is going to be the interesting question. Like, does it go here? Does it not? I can throw in a Kitty Pryde. I kind of want to throw in the White Widow, but the problem is I actually have the advantage right now. So I am demanding that they play something. Plus, this just destroys the Widow anyways, the kiss. So it doesn't really matter. Let's see what this is. Sarah. Okay. We did see the Super Scroll last time. I mean, surely that Nocturne goes off, right? I want to play the Kitty anyway, so Gilgamesh gets bigger. Like, even if I have a tie mid, that's not the end of the world. But if this is like a Shauna or a Squirrel Girl or an Ultron or something, they might win this for free. They'd probably win it anyway, even if I had just the Uatu, you know? So I might as well make the Gilgamesh bigger is my logic. Now, we're not that crazy big right either. Like, we're only ahead by 11. So that definitely seems, you know, surmountable. Am I actually going to get to see a Gilgamesh go off, by the way? Would they keep retreating before my Gilgamesh goes off every game today? You know, these cards all kind of look the same. Like Khazar, Shauna, Squirrel Girl, you know, of course, nature theme, kind of outdoorsy. But even this guy has like the green and the browns and the gold coloring, right? He kind of matches. Visually, stylistically, he looks like he fits. Nocturne does go mid. Okay, we're going to lose that anyway, we think. Kitty Pryde gets buffed. I mean, that's bonus, but so will those. That's a match. 15 power Gilgamesh. Just the pig, but it moves. Oh, that's right. It's moving. Wait a minute. Can we win here? Oh, the Shadow King coming in, but Gilgamesh is still gigantic. And we just won all 3 spots, dude. Crazy. All right, high-powered hand. Hub is great for Mockingbird. Yeah, I don't mind just throwing out 1-drops either. That's perfect. Khazar, Mockingbird, Gilgamesh line is awesome for Shauna too. We're in a good spot here. That's so main. Kind of don't even hate that for Shauna. I mean, I don't know. The Shauna body is worth quite a bit now. I'm so used to Shauna's body being garbage, but now that she has a nice body, this conversation's sounding. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean? Now that she has a good stat line, it helps. Also, Mockingbird just got cheaper. Thank you, Widow's Kiss. Do we return the favor? Probably not yet, right? Let's do this first. No, we value the Shauna body. We can play a big card here, so we can play kind of 3 smaller things and 1 big spiky thing. That's fine. This is gonna make Mockingbird super accessible. We'll kind of match the opponent with White Widow mid. Oh, Squirrel Girl, no! Oh, that's a pain. Oh, Squirrel Girl, thank you. Oh, beautiful. Squirrel Girl, I love you. We don't play the Mockingbird, right? We have to play like Gilgamesh or maybe even Blue Marvel. I don't know, man. This scroll really kind of helped, but also kind of hurt. Debris. That's actually the best place for them to play it, man. They left me left. Oh my god. Dude, I can play this Patriot. It's honestly not bad. It buffs a squirrel, a rock, a squirrel. I mean, Khazar's, you know, probably much better. I'm a little bit worried about a Hobgoblin, by the way. Like, I think I'm just gonna play the Khazar, dude. If I'd hit a Blue Marvel, obviously I would have played that instead. This lead just doesn't feel secure here. Like, the Monster Metropolis, this is just not that big of a card. I mean, it's 6 with Nico. That's not terrible. Patriot buffs this for 2, but 3 for Khazar here, 3 for Khazar here, and 2 for Khazar here. So Khazar's better. I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Just, I don't know, just play around any weird goblins or lockdowns or whatever stuff, you know. Omega Red instead. Ooh. Oh, we hit the Blue Marvel. No. Makes me sad. Yeah, I mean, just play this for fun, right? It doesn't matter. I think we're still okay though. Like, we're up by 4 and 20 currently. Whatever Omega Red line. I mean, I guess there's like an onslaught or something. Maybe they could pull them back mid. But this is 3, you know, and we're ahead by 4 mid. So currently that's better. Is there any way for them to fill out the Widow's Kiss, like an Ultron or something? That would certainly get them there. Widow's Kiss would go to 0. I mean, yeah, Ultron would win left and mid, so yeah, that would win. Nice, dude, they don't have it. Cool.
Victory.
Squirrel Girl screwed us, but saved us, but screwed us. I don't know, man. All right. Yeah, Dazzler left is nice. On a Khazar is certainly a good pairing. Are they like boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, what's their deal? I don't know what their like character relationship is, you know? Oh, Shanna at 3-6. That's a buff, sir. Okay. You thought the +2 to Gilgamesh and Shanna was enough. Well, now it's +4. Nebula left, also pretty interesting. I think we can start with the Shanna for now, though. We might still just do Khazar left, too. Just really hammer that home. It's really big that way. Then you just spike with Gilgamesh elsewhere. Ant-Man's really good. Okay. Iceman's not bad either. I mean, this is super strong. The fact that we're missing a turn on it, is that really... We're at the Dazzler's gonna go to 6, so that's 18, and 5 is 20, 23, 24 with Khazar. Like, 24 is insane. And I technically still have the potential maybe to hit a Blue Marvel too to support it. I think this has to be considered winnable, and Dazzler adds even more, right? There's potential for even higher numbers. So I think we should count left like pretty secure here. Oh man, look at this curve fill. Oh, this is so freaking beautiful, by the way. Oh my god, dude, I love it so much. We even have like the luxury of like where Gilgamesh wants to go, because I can move Jeff. Wow. But it's kind of big mid. I'm gonna switch the Ant-Man and the Nebula, because they have 2 cards here already. The Nebula, I don't know. I don't think they'll fill up here, but it's not impossible anyway. This probably means Gilgamesh is always going mid, for the record. I don't know if we have enough power here otherwise, but we'll see, you know, we'll see.
We are the future.
Oh, okay, just kidding. Gilgamesh is going right. Thankfully, Jeff just gives us ultimate flexibility here. Oh! It's a good timeline. Wait, why don't I get it? Oh, I did get it. Okay, nice. It's still Gilgamesh, right? He's just insane. We've lost mid, but we think right is totally secure, minus like a Shang-Chi, I guess. I mean, they do have Magneto. Is there the risk of a Shang-Chi? Because we could do like, Khazar. Like Shang-Chi, they'd have 14. Dude, I never get to see my Gilgamesh played. Every time I have a great Gilgamesh. Oh, man. I was doing the Shang-Chi math. 14, we said, if they Shang-Chi and I played a Khazar, I'd have what? Well, Ant-Man would be small, so no, it probably wouldn't be right. We'd probably just lean into it with Gilgamesh. Yeah, I mean, multiple Nebulas is actually pretty nice, right? We want to fill the board. We want good 1-drops. Ooh, Kiln. Replace the location. I mean, that's not really what I want. think we go. I really do want to see a Nico again, though. This is probably okay. We'll play like Jeff wherever to use the Nico, and then we'll play the new Nico as well. I mean, I actually think turning off cloning bets even is kind of okay. Like before the opponent really gets the value out of it, you know, just to get our upside first. I have room as well. Oh my goodness. Yeah, +2 power on a. Oh, dude. Oh, man. I would love to copy a Jeff. I guess I can copy the Jeff at +2, right? That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, this is good. We'll turn off White Hot Room. We'll copy the Jeff for 5. Although it is an after effect. Does it actually work? I don't know now that I say that. It may not work. We may still get it at 3. Let's see. 5. Nice. They're both after. Beautiful sequencing. You'll love to see it. Yeah, Cheap Mockingbird's insane. Do we take a second Cheap Mockingbird, or do we go for the... We can play a Jeff mid still. I'm a little bit worried about a Ultron Patriot, though. That's 8 + 8 is 16. If I go for Jeff, Nebula, I'm at 13 currently. Nebula gains on turn... Probably turn 4, 5, and 6. That pushes us above 16, I guess. Also, Kazar can be a buff too. The Mockingbird does go to, like, you know, super cheap if I just do like this. She goes to 2 next turn. That might be a little bit better. It doesn't really change much about the mid calculation though. It's just a little bit better from a curve standpoint. Just keep getting these Jeffs that way too. Then I can put another Jeff mid if I need to. Of course, I didn't account for the second Patriot, obviously. Duh. Perhaps even a third Patriot. So 3 Patriots plus an Ultron, they all gain 6. Each one's 8. That's a 32 power location for that Ultron. Can I beat 32 power? No, right? No, I can't. What I need is a White Widow this turn that I don't have. I'm only going to like 24 here. That's not enough. Also, I just cannot get to Crimson Cosmos at all, man. It's like impossible. I mean, I think we just lose, right? I think we just lose. If they have the Ultron, I just don't see how we beat 3 Patriots and an Ultron. It's really funny. Sounds like a start of a joke. 3 Patriots and an Ultron walk into a bar. If we'd had the White Widow this turn to close off here, we might have been able to, because then it would have only been 8 and 4, you know?
Opponent snapped.
So, we know they win this. Like, that's just a given. Or lose this, excuse me. They just go to 11 here. Can Gilgamesh beat 30? No. He can't. He's gaining 4, 6 here. He's up to 15, and 12 is 27. But they're gonna have 8 times 4 is 32. It's really close. It's really close, but it's not enough. Oh man, it's so close. Well, I'll let them have it. This is pretty funny for them. Like, I'll let them enjoy it. It's fine. It's a good loss for us. It kind of shows just how crazy big you can get with Gilgamesh. Just not quite big enough. Yeah, it's not quite big enough. I don't know the way to beat the 3 Patriots here, right? It's just, like we said, the White Widow one time would have done it. Beyond that, though, I don't know. Okay, yeah, interestingly, Nebula doesn't really want to go into Asgard. I think that's fine, though. We'll just do, like, White Widow. Because opponent wants to kind of play here on, like, 2, 3, 4. So maybe Nebula gets a few freebies in the meantime. White Widow, though, we love. Nico also really good with Demon, but we'll chill for now. She'll have other good plays too. Nico is nice because in this deck she can go green. She's a way to make numbers green. Your power numbers being green, of course, are what make your Gilgamesh better. That's perfect for Nico. We can do this. Sasquatch does become playable next turn, and it's not like we're overcommitted either, because it's just, I mean, it's crazy strong, but you still have Gilgamesh to spike elsewhere, you know, and you still have Blue Marvel to feed in too, so this is a really nice bump. Dazzler and Mr. Sinister, huh? Interesting. I don't know, this Sasquatch is a great hit, though. Otherwise, this turn would be pretty clunky. I mean, we have to win Asgard this turn. That's 100% guaranteed. And I think they're going to have a hard time contesting it later, too. Squirrel Girl. Yeah, maybe a similar sort of... Oh, Patriot, actually, probably, huh? This certainly points you towards Patriot. But they're not going to have any power here for Patriot. It's definitely not Cerebro because of Dazzler, we know. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just Blue Marvel into Gilgamesh, right? Maybe we put the Blue Marvel mid? I don't have a 1-drop to go with the Blue Marvel currently. Actually, maybe it's just not Blue Marvel. Maybe it's just Mockingbird, right? You think left is secure. I mean, if they go for a Patriot, there's just only one card gets impacted. You think left is just locked up. Like, I just don't think it loses. Still don't think it loses. Blue Marvel just doesn't make the difference, right? There's no way. We also got Squirrel Girl, though. Okay. I mean, the Gilgamesh is, you know, notably smaller without the Blue Marvel, but it just doesn't matter, right? It's all about getting that kind of
Victory.
two location specificity. This is another one of those moments I've talked about in past videos where some people would say, oh, my goal is to make Gilgamesh as big as possible, so I'm just gonna make sure I play the Blue Marvel to make Gilgamesh as big as possible, because that's like, you know, your thing you're supposed to do. But in reality, you just don't need that, right? You know, left is secured. Your Gilgamesh doesn't have to be as big as possible. You just need as much power as possible.